Hi, my name is Sam Rogers. I work for Next Gen Payment Services. Today I'm going to show you how to use your T4205 terminals that we supplied you with so you can start processing as soon as possible. Over here on the table is the terminal. There's a couple of things that I want to point out immediately to you. On the side of each terminal, you're going to have your 24/7 support number, which is 1-800-725-1243. This is for merchant services and terminal services. When you call in, you're going to need 2 bits of information. You're going to need your 10-digit merchant ID number, which in this case we're using an example of the headquarters, which is 8022-540-945. And you're going to need the last 4 digits of either the checking account number linked to the location or the last 4 digits of the tax ID number linked to the location. Your password on top of the terminal is 0000. This is important to know just in case you ever need to do a manual batch, refund, void. But the great thing is you don't need to remember any of this. You don't need to write it down. It's all in the terminal for you. Right now, I'm going to teach you how to do a swipe transaction, and a manual transaction. Now, how you do a swipe transaction, I'm going to take the card, which is right here. This is a test MasterCard, and I'm just going to swipe it. It's going to ask me for the last 4 numbers of the credit card, which is 3003. I'm going to hit the green button for enter. It's going to ask you for the sale amount. I'm going to type in $1 for test purposes. Hit enter. Invoice number. This is important for your line of business so you can track the orders. It can hold up 6 digits, so I'm going to type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, if I make an error, so let's say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can hit the clear button once and get rid of however many digits I want. I'm going to hit enter. Now it is dialing out to the authorization network to get us a approval. This could take anywhere from as little as 10 seconds to as much as 15 seconds, depending how much traffic there is. Your first receipt you get, this is the copy that your customer signs and you keep your records. You're going to hit the green enter button next. This second receipt printing off, this is the receipt that you give to your customer for their records. Next, I'm going to teach you how to do a keyed transaction. This is if the customer might be calling in, they might be doing it over the internet, or their card might be demagnetized. You're going to hit the red cancel button to get back to the main screen. You're going to hit sale, which is your top button, off to your left. Now it's asking you if you want to do debit, credit, or EBT. Now obviously it's always going to be the center credit button. The other two, the reason why you would never use those, EBT is for grocery stores like a Giant or Safeway if you're doing food stamps or cash back. And debit is really no longer needed. All check cards and debit cards are at the same rate now. So PIN debit is no longer needed for our line of business. So I'm going to hit credit. I'm going to type in the card number. Now again, this is a test card. And I need to be very careful when I type this in to make sure I have the right digits. So this is 5,000, 3,000, 2,000, 3003. Hit enter. Card present. Obviously you can know whether it's card present or not. Expiration date is 12/22. Sales amount, again, I'm going to do $1 for test purposes. Zip code, you always need to type in zip code for keynote transactions, so I'm going to type in 22204 for example purposes. And invoice number, again, like I said, it can hold up 6 numbers for an invoice number, so I'm going to type in 456789. Hit enter. And again, this can take anywhere from as little as 10 to 15 seconds to process. Again, this first copy, you get your customer to sign. This is for your office's records. You hit enter. The second receipt's then going to print off. This is what you give to your customer for their records. Now, all your terminals are set for auto close every day at 9:30. However, I want to preface this as a backup in case you forget to manually batch out. Your company does want you to manually batch out every day, but more importantly, before you manually batch out, they want you to do a detailed batch report. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's say you're done for the day. I'm going to hit the red cancel button, get back to the main screen. And I'm going to hit reports, which is the third button over. I'm then going to hit audit, which is the top key off to the left. This is going to print off a detailed batch report. Very clean and simple. There are actually two other things I want to show you before we batch out, which were brought to my attention earlier. I wanted to show you how to do a quick refund and how to do a quick void, just in case you ever run into that. If you ever, let's say, a customer comes back in and says, hey, I'm with my return policy, I want to return something, you would hit refund. It's obviously always going to be a credit card. You would swipe the card, and you would follow the same steps, just like you're doing a sale, except it would refund the customer. So I'm going to back out of that. Void. Void is if you need to cancel a transaction from the same day. So let's say I bought something, and I literally came back an hour later and said, hey, void the sale out. I don't want to do business right now for whatever reasons. You would hit the void button, and all you're going to do, you're either going to type in the last four of the credit card number, or you're going to type in the invoice number. Whatever you have available, usually the invoice number is the best to have, and that's how you do a void. These will be few and far between for your type of business, but I just want to make sure you knew how to do them. Again, you do have the 24/7 support number to help you with that. Now, after you print off your detailed batch report, which we just did, we're going ahead and hit settle. Enter password, which is right here, 4 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hit enter. Total sale for the day, $2. We had no refunds. Again, this could take anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. This is now batched out. Once this is batched out, you want to keep these two receipts together for the day, your detailed batch report and your regular batch report, so you have those for your records. Obviously, another thing that they wanted me to hinge on is if you ever run into a situation where you might run a card and it might say on your screen, hold card, or you might suspect a fraudulent transaction. If you do ever suspect a fraudulent transaction or you get a message like that on your screen, you need to immediately call 800-834-0409. I'll repeat that again, 800-834-0409. You will immediately be prompted. You'll hit some menu options. The code you want to look for is code 10. So whether you're an operator or the IVRU system says code 10, that's what you want to choose. That will then get you to a live operator. You can explain the situation to them, and they will let you know exactly what to do at that point, if it's a legitimate card or if you need to hold the card or whatever instructions you need to do with that. It's always better to be safe than sorry. I want to thank you for becoming part of the Next Gen family, and we look forward to many prosperous years with Northeastern Supply. Have a great day.